We are back with another day of painting. We're gonna paint this wall just right behind me, aka giant wall. We're just gonna paint it white. We're not sure if we're gonna keep it, but it's just a warm white, so you can really go wrong with that. We already paint the other side, so now this one. And hopefully after this I don't need to paint any giant wall. Hopefully. All right, let's go. You probably noticed I started painting the wall from the bottom up. Normally you're supposed to start at the top and work your way down, but honestly I don't like heights, so I was procrastinating that part of the project. There was no way I could go up on a ladder and paint, so we got this giant stand. I don't even know what to call it. Probably has a name, but I don't know what it is. Anyways, it was way more manageable to stand on this thing and paint, and I was able to do the whole wall and not really screwing up the bottom. Next day, I moved on to the trim. I sanded everything down, added a primer since it was wood, and painted the washroom door and the trim the same color as the other wall. And at this point, I was officially done with white paint. I thought I was done with the white paint. You'll see what I mean. So I moved on to the bedroom doors, trims, and that little corner at the end of the hallway. Same process, sanding, primer, then finally adding the color for the back wall, doors, and even the ceiling. I had to go through these colors a few times to get it finally right. It was, you see the first coat of the paint is kind of weird, so I had to go over and over and over. So I think I did 4 coats overall till finally I got the right color. It was finally time to face my fear and do the ceiling. I thought if I spent enough time prepping and covering everything, it would be smooth sailing. Well, that's not exactly what happened. And I also have to mention that the day I wanted to do the ceiling, I decided to do the spray paint, and the spray paint that we had before and we used before and we knew how to use broke down. So we had to order a new one, and that caused a little problem, or more than a little. Good luck. So what happened with the hallway was that unfortunately we had a spray paint and that broke the day we wanted to do a spray paint. So we went and we bought another one thinking that this is going to be easier. So I set up the whole wall and we painted, as you probably saw. But we didn't know that the spray paint has air blowing out. So when it did that, all this plastic that I put it on wall, and I just like I just flat them on the wall and they would just stay right there if you wouldn't touch it. But the air blew out and then they all got messed up, and then it moved, and then the ceiling got paint on it, and then the plastic got paint, and then the plastic moved and painted on it. It was a mess. Having said that, it's not that bad. And because it's a spray paint and we're doing a ceiling, obviously there are like paints in the air, and it's not really obvious, but I see them. So I'm going to paint the entire wall again to just create a seamless paint wall, and hopefully that's, I want to say today is the last day we're gonna work on that wall. But it might not be the last day we work on that hallway. Why is it like that always with us? Everything takes like 400 times more time. The goal is, this is the most important part of the goal, not fuck the green walls, ceilings. Just keep them as is. Don't get white paint on them. And just do it with full attention and get it over with. And just honestly get it done and leave it. Should I put this in a dryer? I'm just gonna do it for now. Leave the rest. Put a couple in. Put one on here. Ooh. 30 minutes. Okay. Alright, I have to admit, this project has been taking way too long. I knew it was gonna be a tough project because it's a ceiling and there's a lot of details, but it took even longer. So like if I give myself a week and I was like, let's double that, 2 weeks, it's longer. Last time I said this is the last day I'm working on this hallway, but today is the last day I'm working on this hallway. I could let it go. I can, as you can see behind me, I could just go with it, but I'm not gonna just go with it. There have been some mistakes along the way, and I'm gonna explain those because if you are dealing with two different type of paints and all of that, these are the things you really want to be careful. So we have two type of colors. We got the matte and we got the flat. The flat is for ceilings. The matte is for the doors, trims, and the wall. What happened, I didn't realize that I grabbed the matte one and I want to retouch some of the ceilings that was like needed it just a little bit. I put it there, and then now there are two different kinds and you can see it through. Last time I went to Home Depot and I got the color that I wanted it for the white because it's the same color on the other side. She gave me a different, I guess, not a brand, but different kind. They have different textures. I didn't think it would make a difference, but it does. And I see it. So I'm gonna paint the whole wall white again. I'm gonna do the retouch on the ceiling, which I'm not really looking forward to go up there because the height, it really just makes you feel different. And then there's some little touches in the corner to make them like really perfect. I don't really worry about that. Like when you see the hallway, like you don't really see those unless like we really look. But this is the last day we are working on the paint. Like we have more things to do for this hallway to finish, and I need to start working on those things, and just I'm done with painting. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it's been lots of chemical around, and I don't think I love chemical that much. Yeah, I have a lot to do today, so we have to like tackle this as soon as we can. My house is absolute tornado, so I need to start cleaning up because my bestie coming tomorrow, and I want to, you know, give her a little bit of a beautiful lake house experience versus a tornado messy lake house experience. I know she doesn't mind it, but I do. All right, let's get to work. Let's get this done, and hopefully next time I'm talking to you, it's over. The paint, the wall is done, and I feel good about it. Because it is done, I just don't feel good about it. So let's do this. This is the ceiling one. Okay, so what happened is that the ones that I just did, and no, we have to do this. We have to do the whole thing because there's some stuff there that I can't see. You guys, I think it's to the point that I'm really happy with it. I'm just not letting it go by, but I think this is good. We finished it, we made it, it's done, we are on time. I'm gonna move on to cleaning my house, cleaning this place, and we are done with painting. We are officially done with painting. Okay, let me just put you here. So the painting project is done. We paint the ceiling, the wall, also the doors. So what is next is I need to find some doorknobs for the doors, and we have to find some photos from maybe some of our old photos that we love, or they're very personal to us, or we love them, or something. I have to figure out the vibe of that. And then the format of how we want to have that art gallery in the hallway. I don't know if I want to keep the old rock there, or I want to change it to something else. And that's it. Let's go to the phase 2 of the hallway. imagine we got this on our center, and then we got, can we not hold this with one hand? And then we get another one here. Can you see this? Wow, just imagine all these three somehow I can hold this here better, and then this one. Okay, here we go. And then this one here, and then there's another one there, and then imagine that we also paint this wall. Yeah, we're gonna paint this wall. Because this one, when I put it on the other wall, which is here, you don't see it, looks so much better than this white wall. Technically going for the same color that the trim of this door is, and it's more of a warm white. And yes, I know, we are painting again. Let's paint. Let's paint. The key thing is that we prep really well. Because if we get any white paint on that green ceiling, I legit will quit this part. Like, just, we can't do that. There's no way. So we gotta be very careful. And hopefully this is really the last time I'm saying this, but this is the last time we are painting a very tall wall. How many times I have said this so far? After this, I don't need to paint any giant wall. I want to say today is the last day we're gonna work on that wall. Today is the last day I'm working on this hallway. We are done with the painting. Anyways, we're gonna get to this and we're gonna get into it and prepping. And hopefully it will go well. Every time I come up here, I just legit hate my life. Just have to trust that I'm not gonna die. That's it. Why is this so like shaky? It always takes me few hours on it. Not few minutes, few hours. So I just stop being so. Just have to keep telling yourself, you're not gonna die, you're not gonna. It's not even dying, to be honest. Okay. اینجا چی میتونی تا بیای بزنی؟ Let me close the door. Why? So that I don't fall off and die. Everything is just little.
Everything is shaking.
This is one of those moments that we wish we had one of our tall family members in the house.
Nobody's as tall as this.
Yes, they are. My cousin is.
From the bottom to
No,
here?
just like standing here, they could reach that.
Oh.
Can I open that for you?
No.
بدم پایین برای چی میریم بالا؟ یعنی چی؟ و بیارمت این وقت.
وایسا.
رنگ نکردیم این برو هنو. You have to move me. You know, I just said we'd probably, hopefully we won't need to paint another tall wall. We eventually have to paint that wall. Ignoring your life. If you want my green sample goes away, we have to paint that wall.
Okay.
So annoying. It's okay.
Should I drive you back?
But my camera is there. اون فرشا و اینا گیر میکنه. فکرم افتادم. I don't know. فکرم دارم چپه شد.
نشسته میگه فکر کردم چپه شد.
و بیام پای رنگ و اینا بزنم اصلا کنم. I think you guys have seen me enough painting here. So I'm just gonna go paint and I'll be back. Okay? So next time, these are all gone. I'm so excited for you guys to see something other than painting in this video. We are moving on from painting. We painted 80%. No. We pretty much painted all the tall walls in the house. Like there's only one wall that most of it is window. So done. I don't think we need to go over that anymore. Painting is not a hassle anymore. It can be enjoyable when you're not going up there. Anyways, it's time to figure out this wall. I'm gonna bring this down. And we're just gonna figure out what format we want to put these pictures on the wall. So we got our little tape thing. We need our ladder. And I got... Are you serious?
I'm sorry.
قابر بذار دیگه که you have to like put it on the wall and see which one where. I need to make those again. All right. Got it. And we broke a glass. So, whatever. Glass are overrated anyways. We may just take the glass of all of them. Oh. You want it to be attached to the wall.
Not attached, but here. The gap is. If you look at it from the side, you see what I mean.
I know what you mean. I just don't think it matters. I mean, it is better, right?
Do you want these?
Well, now you're asking.
And the answer is
no. I don't think so. This video is just, I love it. The sound, I broke a glass. My audio was like half turned off, out of battery. Right, Lily?
nothing new.
Yeah. Anyways, what's next is that I'm waiting for doorknobs for the doors in the hallway. And then I'm rethinking the rug here. I don't think I like it. And then we are DIYing the lights. So we'll see you in the next phase. Well, we did not DIY the lights. It was becoming very complicated and I was pretty much done with the project, so I just want to move on. So I thought, you know what, let's just buy the lights. I found these lights. They were just perfect match, so I ordered them and here we are putting them on the wall. We did have a little bit of a problem. Friends, there's nothing as simple as just hanging your light in this house. Everything has to be modified. We had to modify some electrical things that I didn't understand, but anyways, we got it through and it's perfect. It's working. After that, I thought maybe I should add a couple more photos to the wall. It felt a little bit empty. 3 of these photos are actually from the sunset from this lake house, and the other photos are just kind of just telling the story how we got to this house, showing a little bit of our van life journey when we got here. So, you know, if someone comes to our house, we do have a story to tell them about all of these photos, and I thought kind of special. I like it that way. And of course we put a photo of Lily up there because we have to. We also changed the knobs and also added little accessories to the end of the hall, and then we changed the rug and we painted the doors again. I will explain what happened with the doors. I can't believe I'm saying this, but this project is finally done. It's finally done. Sounds unreal to me. I think this project itself had a spirit, and the spirit of this project didn't want to be done. Just want to hang around for a while. So that's why so many things went wrong and I had to fix them. But it turns out very well. I am very happy, and I'm even more happy that I'm walking away from this project happy with a smile on my face. Because it would have been a disaster if I would do all of this work and be like, I don't like it, but I love it. I'm actually very happy with the color on the ceilings and the back doors. I am so glad that I painted this wall. I think if I would leave the other white, it was just so weird. I was procrastinating that. I just didn't want to go up the ladder and paint again. Learned my lesson to just not do things that is comfortable first just because you don't want to go up the ladder and doing that last. If you have to go up the ladder and do the ceiling and up the wall first, just do that, because otherwise you have to paint this wall 4 times more. That was the story of this whole vlog. Don't do that. Don't procrastinate your whole project because you don't want to go up the ladder and paint. But I was like, it's gonna eat me alive if I don't paint the same color as this wall. And I could see it. I don't know if it was obvious in the camera, but it was the color of the trim and the wall was very obvious at the time. So I'm so glad I did that. And then we changed the rug. We didn't want the Persian rug. It just didn't go with the vibe. Add a few more photos to this wall. I might add more as we continue living in this house. And I didn't do the lights because what I wanted was too complicated, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna just leave that for later. And I found these lights from IKEA and I was like, perfect. It goes with the vibe, it goes with the rug. Let's just do that. Something I think I didn't mention in this video, we painted the doors again. Because the first paint we put it on, I don't think it was the right texture. I think we had matte and it just didn't work. So I went back and I got, I think, a different color. I don't think it's eggshell. Maybe it's one, because I didn't want it that shiny, but I wanted that it just, like, you know, the fingerprint is not on it, and the matte was just not the right texture for the doors. So we painted the doors again and it looks great. I'm so glad we did that. And that just bringing us to the end of the vlog. We are done. We are moving on to the next project. We have so many more rooms to do, so I'm very excited to move on. Thank you so much for watching and coming along. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe, and we will see you on our next room makeover. Until next time, adios.